Okay, so today I'm about to tell you a story about me and my family. Crazy story about a food truck when we start the food truck business. How we almost lost our life with the food truck. Stay tuned. Okay, so like I said on the first video before that, I explained people how me and my wife, we had a restaurant. After we closed the restaurant down, we think about we should buy a food truck so we can be in a food truck business. No, we reached out to a friend of mine that's in Florida and asked him, yo, where can we buy a food truck? So he told us about a guy that have a company that's over there in Miami. So we called the guy and set up to purchase the food truck in Miami. Go down there, we make the deposit and everything. The food truck take probably around like 2 to 3 months for it to be ready, and then wait for the food truck to come. He shipped the food truck for us. So when they shipped the food truck for us, we were so happy for us to get the food truck because we can't wait to get to this journey to start a food truck business, right? So when we received the food truck, we spent around like 2-3 years. We can't even get the food truck to be open, all because it was a license situation. But at the end and the back end, it was God that was protecting us, right? Okay, so it gets to the time where we was thinking about how can we fill up the 2 tank that's in the back of the truck. Every company we call, at this point, we didn't know. We're new to the business, so we didn't know that we can go to U-Haul, we can take the food truck to Ace Hardware to fill up those tanks. We will keep calling companies so we can see if they can come to our location so they can fill up the tank for us. So we have finally got a company. So they send somebody come, the person come to the truck and do inspection on the truck where they check everything in the truck to make sure before they go ahead and fill it up with gas so there's no leak, so any responsibility don't fall on them. So come to find out, they say they cannot fill the tank because we have a leak in the truck. So keep that in mind. Everything in the truck is brand new, never used, everything is brand new. So when I called the company that I purchased the truck, I said, hey, they told me that we have a leak. So he said this is impossible because before he sent the truck to us, he making sure that he checked everything, there's no leak, everything was ready to go. So what we end up do, we call a technician to come check, see if we have a leak or something. The guy come, he check, he said we don't have no leak, there's nothing wrong, move forward. As we end up have a license, everything start going forward for us to get the food truck to be operated. So now we take the food truck to U-Haul to fill up the tank so we can go ahead and start operate with the food truck. While my wife was using the food truck, she ended up got burnt by the stove. So when she got burnt by the stove, she was like, damn, why this one is super hot? We check it, we look at it, we thought it was normal, we just move forward like nothing never happened. The one time my wife opened it, she can see the fire come from the top, swing to the bottom like a big type of fire. When she saw it, she called me, she said that happened. She said, hey babe, something happened to the truck. I don't know what's going on with the stove. I said, okay, cool, just turn it off, close it down. So when I come and look at it, I didn't understand what was going on. So what we do, we call a technician. So the technician come, when he came, he look around, he check everything, he said there's no leak. So he say, he suggests us to do one thing in the truck. He said we need to change the gas regulator. He said that's the problem. That's the reason the fire, every time that we put the gas on, the fire is going up like as fast. So we say, cool, we pay the $600-700, go ahead and replace the gas regulator, boom. Try it again, still keep going the same thing. So we end up saying, okay, let's just go ahead and keep going like that with the truck. We don't have time to worry about this, let's keep it going. But the whole time, we have no idea how much trouble that we in the whole time with the truck. Okay, so after we end up close down the shop where we used to operate the food truck, we just parked the truck for over another 6 to 7 months because we end up don't have a license again, so we have to wait to get the truck back and open. So we end up find another location that close to where we live. It's like we can walk from our house to the place. So we're like, okay, cool, we're gonna end up use this place to open the food truck. We're gonna park it there. This is where we're gonna leave it to operate daily. So the first thing that came on my mind, I tell my wife that before we open the food truck like that, I think we should do something about this whole gas leak, this whole problem we have with the stove. So the whole time we could have been changed the stove, but the problem is when we have a couple technicians come, they say there's no leak, so there's no reason to change the stove. That's the purpose of the reason we didn't run and change the stove. So now we end up have a location. So the place, we were supposed to use the place just to prep food for the food truck. We was not planning to open the restaurant. We got the place just for the food truck. When we got the place, that's when I met a brother. I met this brother because I had to get some stuff done in the restaurant. I said, yo, I need you to come help me with some stuff at the restaurant. He come and get things done really good, and he know what he was doing. And he told me he got over 20 years experience. And I'm like, I'm gonna need your help in my food truck because we have a problem with the leak we've been having. Can you come and look at it? He said, sure, no problem. Set up the appointment for him to come. When he comes out, He looked around everywhere. He checked everywhere. He could not find a problem. The whole time he cannot find any leak. So the problem was every time he get close to the stove, the tester is actually telling him there's a leak. So he says, damn, so that means the leak gonna be in the stove. So what we did, I would chat to the stove company while he was there. They say there's no way the stove can have a leak because that never happened with the company. So he was like, okay, cool. What he's gonna have to do is gonna have to put everything off the part, like break everything off the part for the stove, so he can make sure to see what was the problem. After he opened everything inside the stove, when they were trying to put everything together, the griddle, the grill, and the stove, they trying to put them together where they don't move while you're moving around with the truck. So the drill they were using, they buzzed the gas pipe with a screw next to the flame on the stove. That's the gas that bring gas from the tank going towards the stove. So that gas line was right there by the top right stove. So every time we turn the fire for the stove top, the fire is up, gas line is right there next to it, pushing fire, like it's right there. There's no way. Every time we turn the stove on, our life is in big time danger. The guy that was fixing the stove, he was like, man, you and your family is one of the most lucky person in the world. So I took pictures and I sent it to the guy, the company who actually built the truck. So when I sent the picture, not because we think about to sue him, threaten him or anything. The purpose was I share it with him, telling him, yo, you need to look at this and making sure your guy doesn't make that mistake again. The reason, because you just don't want that you putting a lot of truck on the streets and there's so many people, their life probably in risk because they use the same model to build the same truck. When he see the picture, he say, yo, thank you so much, man, for letting me know. There's no way this thing didn't explode with you and your family. God is good. That's good that ain't happened and everything. So here's my message to anybody. If you purchase a food truck, my advice to you, pay a professional technician to come in the truck to make sure they do their own inspection, check everything in the truck. Second thing, before you even take the truck from the company, you need to go to the company and have them open everything inside the truck so you can make sure everything works properly, there's no leak, nothing is happened. Don't worry about how much a technician gonna charge you. Trust me, it's better you pay $1,000, $600, $700, but that will save your life because they're professional. This is what they do for a living. They will come, they will make sure you safe, your life safe, your family safe, and your worker or your employee, everybody is safe in the truck. Me and my family, we wish that we knew that. So we would make sure that we pay somebody to come check the truck. Imagine you spend over 2 years, you can't even get the truck open, and you mad at yourself. You so mad, say you can't even get the truck open. The whole time is God that was protecting us from this whole hot mess that could have happened. And we spent over a whole year operating with the truck with this whole fire problem that we have with the stove. Okay, so now if you found this video helpful to you, if you think about to start a food truck or you already have a food truck, me, myself, and my family, we're gonna be making a lot of video about food truck, the ups and downs, the good, where to make money, place you should go, place you should not go, license, anything you want to know about food truck. We will be doing a lot of video about it here in this channel. Please subscribe and share this to someone else. You can save somebody's life. I'm gonna see you in the next video.